Thank you for joining us today on the program. This is City Stand, and I'm Michael Adekunle. We appreciate all the viewers all over the world for always keeping in touch with us on this platform. Thank you so much. All the way from Lagos, Nigeria, specifically Urban News Stand, we're saying good morning to all the viewers on this platform. Good morning to every one of you. We say thank you for joining us today. It is the 14th of January 2025. We have so much to discuss this morning, especially concerning the impeachment of the Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly. Is now the former Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly. I'm talking about Mudashiru. Obasai has been replaced with the Deputy Speaker, who happens to be uh, Moji Mojisola Miranda. Mojisola Miranda is now the first female speaker in the House in the history of Lagos. We have Mojisola as the first female speaker in the history of Lagos. There have been controversies, as regards the impeachment of Obasa, and the governor of Lagos State, according to reports, has claimed innocence. He said it's not part of what not transpired in between the lawmakers and Mudashiru Obasa. What I to be discussing this morning, of course, I have my respondents here with me. We'll be dissecting issues together this morning. A sad story in Borno State. We have a sad story in Borno State. Boko Haram killed about 40 persons and abducted scores of people. Wow, that's a sad development coming out of Borno State. Don't forget that the president has been, fighting the terrorists in the country. He has been on it, but it seems his effort is not yielding any positive results. And the CDS has said that one of the reasons the country is not winning the war against these terrorists is a result of the funding they get from foreign countries, and this is stabilizing Nigeria. All this together we'll be discussing this morning. Thank you so much, K. Perry, for joining us. We have Gladys Oyabo, King Joba in the comment section commenting this morning. Bless you all. All right, to the Punch newspaper this morning. To the Punch newspaper, what do we have on its front page? Okay, inside story. How Herpes intrigues power play sealed Obasa'S fate. Deputy Speaker Miranda sworn in as Lagos first female speaker. Sanwo-Olu claims innocence. Sanwo-Olu, the governor of Lagos State, claims innocence. I saw the way you were posting on that platform yesterday on WhatsApp, you and Mr. Lucky, regarding the impeachment of Obasa. And I said to myself, it seems Felix is happy with this development in Lagos State.
They are not practicing. They are not practicing democracy.
Come closer. Be first. I'm still reading.
They are not practicing democracy.
Okay.
What they did was that it's a coup that have already been set. The Obasa knows that they are going to impeach him to travel out of the country.
Hold it there. I'm coming to you, Mr. Felix. Thank you so much for that brief information. Now to the down part of the paper. Gospel singer arrested with severe COP members head in Nasarawa. Wow. Tax bills. Senate meets federal government team, plans public hearing. We have coronation date fixed as Alafin designates staff of office. We have Owade as the new Alafin of Oyo. There are still controversies surrounding the appointment of Owade as the new Alafin of Oyo. Let's see how it goes. Again, Boko Haram strikes in Borno, kills 40, abducts scores. You can see this on page 2 of the Punch newspaper. I only have 2 papers this morning. These days, was this day saying how they stand CDS, that's the Chief of Defense Staff, what is going on? What was he saying this morning on the front page of the newspaper? Terrorists getting foreign funding to continue destabilization of Nigeria. He said this last week and he's still repeating it this morning that terrorists are getting foreign funding to continue to destabilize the peace of the country. You can see it written boldly on the front page of this day newspaper. Where are these terrorists getting their support from? Where are they getting this support? I think the intelligence agencies should do the needful to unravel where they are getting this support. Says there is need for more proactive approach to security challenges across Nigeria. Now, to another one on top of the paper, Bagudu upbeat on 36.35 trillion naira revenue target in 2025 appropriation bill. Moving on to another one, which is the last story we'll be reading. Tax reform bills, consultations with stakeholders yielding positive results, says FIRS boss. All right, we'll go beyond this on the reviews of these headlines. Now, let's quickly have our respondents on the program this morning. But before moving further, before going deep into what we have today, we need to just acknowledge the presence of Onyeze. Chinedu is here.
Yes,
Chinedu,
good morning, good morning, good morning.
Looking different.
well,
Are you sure?
looking different.
No, looking different. You need to go back to the east.
No, relax.
No, you need to go back
There
to the
is
east.
security in the east.
No.
You can't move anyhow.
With you, you can resolve the insecurity.
Chinedu is back.
Good morning,
Chinedu is back.
viewers. Thank you for having me. Mike, everybody's looking good. And I hope the viewers are also looking good. I can see this platform has come to stay. City stand. Kudos.
Look at your cheeks.
Oh yes, yes. What did I go do now? Before I wake up in the morning, don't do
and they drop palm wine. Close to
my wine after when you don't load finish. My wine don't come now. Fresh one.
Fresh one.
You know, I know they go out now every morning. Afternoon.
That means no place like home.
No place like
Yes,
home.
and the day you throw,
No.
apple plenty for the house.
This is not
Apple with soup. What kind of soup?
Okra, ugu, vegetable.
call it a balance.
And you know that kind of vegetable in our own traditional way.
Yeah.
After cooking it, you now pour red oil. And then you will now be. Then our own traditional soup is okazi.
Okazi.
Egusi.
What of us is that?
No, osiza is for those who are pregnant. I'm not pregnant.
No. Don't say so. From our outside, we use that oziza wutoha as our best soup and the egg leaf. Akupana, like me. That's for me.
You see, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
That's for me.
When you talk about osiza, oha, then you must talk about Jim Miracle.
What's the miracle?
Jim Miracle.
Miri is water.
Miri.
Okay, fire. Hot one. Hot water.
G
Yeah.
is yam.
G
G
is yam.
is yam. Then when you do pepper soup yam, you put that oziza, ota, oha. Then you serve
What
it.
of okoroko?
You serve it a pregnant woman or woman that just gave birth. So then, if you are above 90 years, that's what we give our elderly people in the morning.
Wow. Well, I'm sure that's what King Jogba is also eating in Abia State. Abriba. He's currently there.
He would have called me. I would have just transferred myself.
To Abia State to meet
we are from
King
the same
Jogba.
state now.
Wow.
Yes.
You're from Abia?
Yes.
I visited Afaroku. I visited Obasa'S. I visited Bende. I visited Aguiyi residence. I visited Michael Okpora
University.
Coliseum.
Okay.
You understand? I visited some places that I wanted to have on the spot analysis so that when I stand on city stand, then I stand.
That was a nice one. All right, City Stand once more, and Michael Adekunle. We have our respondents here. I have Mr. Femi, Mr. Jide, Mr. Felix, Mr. Tete, Mr. Ben Jack, and Oyeze himself. Oyeze has really enjoyed himself and is back at the stand with us. Quickly to Mr. Tete. Mr. Tete, how you doing, sir?
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure
Good
to have you, baby. Viewers, you are welcome, please. My pleasure to have you on this city stand, okay? You are welcome, please.
Before we commence the program, we're talking about the impeachment of the former speaker.
Now former.
He's now former.
Yes.
Obasa. How do you feel about the development, sir?
Yes, there's underlying notion which Mr. Felix slightly, mentioned before coming to the main.
Okay.
Then, before that notion that made him to travel because he knew what is coming. Let me tell you people that Obasa never behaved like a Yoruba man. Yes, he goofed before that thing. That's what I wanted to start there. That he has really goofed. The man has been very arrogant, proud. He allowed his ego to control him. He never trimmed his ego. I'm in Lagos politics since SDP up to now. I've been following them. Obasa behaved like an emperor. All right? Obasa failed to scan his environment, immediate environment. Let me tell you, Yoruba people, if Yoruba persons have an interest, he will not let you know. Do you know how old is our president now? How old? Our president, how old? How old is he? 78 something. Okay. Right from 78, Abi. Right from day one till now, nobody has seen a deed of arrogance or pride in our president. Why? Because he's looking for something.
Tinubu?
Yes. It is when he got the presidency, he wrote this. Then you see pride in him because he has arrived.
I remember he was prostrating to former president.
Good. Good.
Yes.
Yeah. Good. That's
Kalu's mom too. He prostrated.
Good. That is a Yoruba character for you. Okay. But Obasa never behaved like a Yoruba man. All along, he has been behaving like an emperor. He has goofed before what. That's all right. Before what you said, he has goofed. He has emptied himself. All right. Before that time, so that any breeze can get him out of that place. And secondly, too, during the presentation of the budget 2 years ago, did you see how he treated his own governor, his own executive person?
Humiliated him.
Hey, God, thank you, underline that. Humiliated him. How do you see it? Is it how somebody should behave? That is not Yoruba character for you. Yoruba people say they are very humble, they are not proud. Yoruba people are very proud people, if you don't know. This is my 51 years here. But they used to heed their pride until they get what they are looking for. You can't see them. There's a discussion I had with you 3 weeks ago. I told you, when you said something, I told you I'm not hungry. Did I tell you something like that? That I'm not hungry? Yes. That I'm okay. Yes. But if a Yoruba man, he will not say it. He will hid it. Yoruba man will build mansion and go and live in a bush quarter. You understand? So, Obasa in any way never have a dint of Yoruba character. He will be behaving like an emperor. He had removed himself there before this time. Now, so many people are laying emphasis on the behind the scenes something that the Oga rolled out a few months ago. When did the Oga roll out that one? When he rolled out that one? And now, before that time, himself had ambition. You know he had ambition. Yeah. Okay, maybe okay, that's all right. So now he had ambition. But when he sees that Oga has ambition, if you have ambition, Oga has ambition. If you are wise enough, what do? You come down. When you come down and become sober, then Oga may watch you. Oga may have a rethink and consider you and change his mind. But he never do that. He was trying to, do his this thing openly as if he rubbing shoulder with Oga, saying a lot of things and all the rest. So, having stepped on the powerful toes, he has stepped on powerful toes, he has goofed. The order behind the scenes, something I am not cheerful about that. I doesn't record with it. Because Obasa removed himself. I knew it because I'm in Lagos politics. So the couple with the behind the scene and all the rest. So that kind of a thing. So we must be very careful. Let no one lay emphasis on behind the scene. Okay? It's not only him that has interest. There are about 5 people that have interest. Somebody has interest. Yes. Muro Kola. Tinubu.
I will sure Tinubu is interested.
Hold on, let us see. I say even Baja has interest. Baja has interest. And out of the whole all these people, the best person there is Baja. Because Baja is a godly man. Baja is a very nice man. Yes, he's a godly man. He's a godly man. Yes, I watch him. My son had done business with them. He watched it. Did you see what happened in Abuja when his driver crashed those people? You understand? He came down from the motor. All right, taking risk of this, he came down, all the security and gathered all the people and knelt down before them. Watch people practically. Maja is a godly man. If people don't know, I don't know him. It's only my son I happen to know him. But they were doing his jingle and advertising during this.
Don't forget he's a politician.
Yeah, he's a politician.
So what you're saying is he's a godly man.
Yes, he's not only politician, but the man is good. If Oga has interest in the lineup, there are about 5 or 6 people that have interest there. Why should Obasa'S own be different? That's the question you should ask. All of them are lying low. Even the young man who have tested there for the first time, Ambody, all of them are lying low, saying like this. You know, Yoruba people respect their leaders. Yoruba people and Hausa people, they respect their leaders. Whether their leaders went to school or not, they are the difference between them and Igbo. But in our own leadership, if Igbo man see the leader, you will ask what is his qualification. Also, I never ask the qualification of the leader.
But it is the right of anybody to contest an election.
Do you understand? So something we know, but Nigeria election is different election. You know that our own entire environment is selection, not election. So in as much as we have known that, are we saying that Obasa is not aware of his environment? Is what we're saying? So that's why nobody should blame anybody, but blame Obasa himself.
All right, nobody should blame anybody but blame Obasa himself. And that's why there's a Chima is saying that. Anyway, it's good for Obasa. I remember when he was threatening the Igbos in the last election.
God bless you. I didn't want to say that. He threatened Igbo. I didn't want to say it to the public. I didn't know that those people over there. Yeah, that anybody who threatened the Israelite of Africa, we see his Waterloo. We bet his Waterloo. I tell you. Yes.
You see, Kule will react.
Yes. Hold on. Obasa threatened us seriously. Yes. So that is that. Uday the Chima, what he mentioned, all of us saw it. So apart from that, I didn't want to mention because this is a public space. Okay. So now that is that.
Yes, all right, Dan, let's quickly talk about terrorism before I go. We have people on ground. I will be very brief about what we are saying. We have the CDS saying that terrorists are getting support from other countries to destabilize the nation. What move is the Nigerian government making on that part?
Okay, the first move they should make is security environmental scanning. Okay, they have to do security and diplomatic environmental scanning first to have authenticity and authentic of what they're saying. For now, some of us may look at it as speculation. Okay, but let them wait in to go and verify and do internal environmental scanning, external one, diplomatic one, and what have you, security one. By the time they finish, they come out with something that is authentic and substantial. By the time they are able to get that, now this is not what you have to. You don't have to go to the public. You reach out to those individuals or corporate entities or nations and give them, ask them questions and give them the result of what you have gotten. By the time you put this in before them, they may not deny it. Because if you don't put your homework properly, all right, they will deny because it's a risk something. Okay, but by the time you do all this, there will be no space for denial, and they will own up. When they own up, then you appeal to their conscience.
I'm responding to what you said about Gbajabiamila. Amos is saying, what are you saying? Gbajabiamila is not godly. He's not a godly man. No, that's what it's saying.
Okay, that is his own spirit. That's the way I look at him. I told you that my own person have done something with him. Money and position are some of the things watch people their character. So when you do something with a big person, you're a small person, he did not cheat you, and he had accident, and so many 3 things I've observed. I saw him coming down, humbly. That's the way I assess him. I am not saying that he's an angel or it's God himself. No. But he is better than some of the people that are aspiring there.
Right, thank you so much, Mr. Tete. Thank you so much for coming on board. All right, Mr. Jide. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. Mike.
You're welcome once again.
Welcome to all viewers on Citizen.
Sanwo-Olu is claiming that he doesn't know what is going on in the house. He wasn't aware of the move by the lawmakers in impeaching Obasa. Do you believe what he said?
I don't believe that.
Okay.
because 2 years ago, just my last speaker, spoke about Tinubu. Sanwo-Olu had a rough time with Obasa in the position of projects. You know how tough it was. I was shocked to see that Obasa could dare Sanwo-Olu thanks for budget. The budget was not passed, was stalled until Tinubu had to intervene. If you remember, Tinubu had to intervene before the matter was resolved. The budget was represented. The budget was represented. It was after the representation of the budget that he now had the say through in the house. A governor cannot be rubbish in that sense, and you think he will not be looking for a way one day to take his own pound of flesh on you. Yes, you don't rubbish the number one state official or the number one state citizen, and thinking that you have gone scot-free. Of course, if the time is not right for him to take his own pound of flesh, he will be quite waiting for that time to come. That's number one. I know that's very in the mind of Sanwo-Olu that this is policies. It's all about interest, not about love or hatred. You have rubbished me openly. You have desecrated my stool, my position. A time must come that must take, must seek redress from you by whichever way it's good to me. That's number one. Number two, my last speaker also spoke about that. Obasa didn't know how to calm down his interest. When your interest is clashing with interest of your superior, when your interest is clashing with is at the crossroad with the interest of a superior, you must play down. They say when two iron hit each other, one must bend down for the other. When two forces meet, the lesser force must bow to the superior force, the air force. Your boss, your governor is maybe, I don't know how far it's true, is testing the water to see if he can bring his son out for governorship. Because Obasa is one that came out and spoke violently against it. From then I knew this man will have a problem. I just knew this man has hit the rock. His continuation in the office is, there's something you say when it comes to it, say, are you a prophet? When an land that has been preached, I say, oh no, he doesn't know how to play down his interest. But he has interest. Former governor Ambode has interest. Muri Okola is a very prominent touted name in that race. Now, your governor think that, okay, I've brought all these people up. What if I throw up my own son too? In such a situation, a learned, political figure of him.
But he has never said that in the public.
Look, nobody, there's a lot of things you don't say in the public that your ears around, say it out. Okay. Yes. I could see some section of Igbo saying they interview and they say yes, they are happy because they know they have influence in that government because Sheyi Tinubu's wife is an Igbo woman. You didn't know that he married an Igbo. Yes, he married an Igbo as a wife. So I've read a section of the Igbo. No, that's an interview I read. That section of the Igbos are saying yes, they welcome him because no how now, madam on the bed in the night and we will talk to the husband. Okay, my people are asking for something. Igbo will benefit from it immensely. You who are benefiting from political position of your godfather, you are the one that come up, start resisting your August interest. Even maybe to test water. You don't know. That was highly politically experienced. Let me just throw up that thing to just test the reality of those people whom you have been promoting. What would it be? Now I say, let my son become governor. And Obasa is one that came most and resisted it. I knew this man would have a problem. I knew this man is already hitting the rock. So I'm not surprised. I'm not saying Tinubu is behind this, but I know there's something you don't do in politics. You don't dare some of your godfather intention. You play down on it. Even though you have interest as well, you play down your interest to see how you watch and see how their interest will go far. If you see that their interest is so, they are stable on it, then you allow it to go.
Now, what implications do you think Obasa'S impeachment will have on Lagos politics?
Except interest is step. Except interest is step. That's what somebody did. When Tinubu came to Lagos, I watched it. When Tinubu came to Lagos, when he went to Oba and the rest, now he ended his trip in Lagos. I'm surprised when Tinubu looked in the crowd. He said, there's one name he called somebody, his first name. Akinwumi. He didn't even call you Akin. But not want me. one of presidents. You're also in the race.
That should be last year.
Yeah, last year. Yes, I'm sure. I watched it like, Tinubu just Aki, you're also here. You're welcome. Thank you. That's a political son that learned his lesson. He played down. He didn't go opposition to his godfather. So for his godfather to now see him that he was even present where his godfather is being received as an exception.
Unlike a regular that was supporting the opposition.
See, Mr. Mike, there are some things I've learned. Whoever that's bigger than you, Yoruba says there's one problem in Yoruba, whoever is bigger than you can eat you up. Can eat you up. Whoever is bigger than you, that level of above you is something that you cannot buy. You play down to attain it. So Obasa shot himself in the leg in that you violently opposed Tinubu's I'm not even saying just mere aspiration. Maybe Tinubu you just using it to test their loyalty to him. Now you have shown that it's not loyal to Tinubu. If you have interest, when your guy's interest is also at play, play down your own.
What happens to his political career before you go?
Well, like I've said, he has to retrace himself. Retrace himself back to reckoning, to loyalty, to submission to his governor. Just like Tinubu look in the deception. In the crowd. He also here. And the acknowledge his presence, he's thanking him. So if he retraces his back, okay, I'm sorry. I'm your boy. Where have you told me? So you know you have to say, okay. You know, he's just showing him, I'm your boss. That this person is playing. So let's Obasa go and learn how to submit, to play down his interest. When he says clashing with people
so much.
above him.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Mr. Felix. All right. In politics, we don't have permanent enemy. Okay. You are a member of the People's Democratic Party. Yesterday, when you had that news, you were reacting to the story. I know you want to react this morning.
Well, first and foremost, it wasn't the governor that reported Obasa. It was the people they call the GFC, that's the government advisory body. GSC. They reported Obasa to Mr. President, and Mr. President saw that, and he interviewed. He asked on both sides, and it discovered that Obasa was at fault. But Obasa was too arrogant, maybe because he has stayed in that chamber for a very long time, 5 times, and he has nobody can push me out. He believes he has gotten his truth. He has gotten a lot of things, but thank God they know how to play this their politics. They know how to play this their politics, and that politics played out yesterday. You saw how it is. Before the new speaker, they started calling my leader, Speaker of the House, just to tell you that they've already played their this thing very well. I want to say something. No, in the platform, I was saying something that PDP is not ready yet, because until we remove the person that is destabilizing PDP in Lagos, we will not get anything. They are PDP in the morning and APC in the night. I'm talking of the person of our leader, Bode George. I stand to be corrected on this platform. He's PDP in the daytime and APC in the nighttime. As at now, PDP in Lagos State is in disarray. And I want to say this is that look at we have a leader up till now since 1999. We've not been able to get close to governorship in Lagos State. I heard what Lucky was saying, that I'm a strong member of PDP in Lagos. Until Bode George leaves PDP before we can get our self right. But as of now, APC still dominates the scene. You know, I said it's not election, it's selection. They know how they play their selection. Look at the way they played it.
Don't you think this is an opportunity for PDP to weaken the structure of APC?
As I'm telling you,
PDP could use Obasa.
Obasa will behave like Ambode. Will behave like Ambode. He knew that they are going to. He knew they are going to impeach him. That's why he traveled out. They've told you have seen the handwriting on the wall. That's why he traveled out. You understand? But I want to say this: in politics, we learn. He has learned something. What do they call this man in Osun State? Aregbesola. Someday, one day, he's going to learn.
But did he learn?
He's learning.
Someday, one
Has he
day,
learned anything? Has Arabella learned anything?
he is going to learn because he has formed his own political party. So in 2027, you will see how he's going to work against APC. But I want to say this.
After he has joined Harris administration.
You understand? What I want to say is
What
this:
does he
is
want
that
again?
politicians do not have one permanent this thing. No permanent
No enemy.
enemy, no this thing. Wherever where the thing flows, so that's where they will go. Finally, I want to say this.
Okay.
Politics should be played according to the people's wishes, not the way Lagos is hijacking, doing selection, not election. This will not take us anywhere in Lagos. That's my humble take, sir.
All right, thank you so much. Benja, good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Your reaction to what is trending in the country now, especially in Lagos State, the impeachment of Obasa.
Well, let me say good morning, good evening for our viewers. May God, Lord of hosts, be with you and protect you. Thank you. So, for what is going in Lagos State about the impeachment, where the young man, you know, I know him, they have a lot of things. Maybe the little money that they have got have already spread his body. But supposed to melody himself down. You know, if he want to become the governor of Lagos State, he have to come down. When you come down, you get what you want. But if you did not come down, just be like someone who said that I want to get something from God, but you did not come down in God's side, you carry yourself up. You will not get that thing. Because that's the way where God can give to test someone to see whether this person will fall or will humble himself, will bring himself down. So if you bring yourself down, that is where the glory of the Lord will flow upon you. That is how it is. But in Nigerian politicians, they don't follow that way. Some of them used to do it by their own. Say, as far as I have the money, I can do it by myself. But they don't know that it is 0 point they are going. Obasa know that yes, he have his own money, he have money. So whether he participated in government as a bringing him down, he have already making money in that office. For many years, he have already been in the office, but supposed to bring himself down, not to carry himself up. When you carry yourself up, someone will bring you down.
What lessons should other politicians learn from this?
Well, if Nigeria politicians in Lagos, in Nigeria can learn, some of them will learn, some will not learn. Let them moldy themselves down, bring themselves down to get us. Okay, look at Mr. President. Mr. President bring himself down. He have already become governor. From governor, just they bring himself, until he become president of Nigeria. That's how it's supposed to be.
All right, thank you so much, Benja. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Once again, good morning. How are you doing?
I'm good.
All right, what does this speak about the dominance of APC in Lagos State? 40 members, if I'm not making a mistake, and majority have, pushed him out of that seat. 32.
For me, I don't think whatever reason they might have, the Lagosians should also be able to know the reason why he was impeached. Was this as a result of misappropriation? Was this as a result of trying to overshadow the governor? What is actually the sin of Obasa? I'm not an Obasa fan,
Misappropriation of funds, gross misconduct, all of that.
All these things they labeled against him. All these things they are doing it in their respective states.
Even one of the lawmakers said,
I'm saying it. Go to National Assembly and see whether you see some of them there. What they are saying that this man is guilty of, all of them are guilty of it. So there must be something beyond what we are seeing that is about the seat of that governorship in Lagos State. You know how long it took Bola Ahmed Tinubu to bread Obasa? The same Obasa was the person Tinubu used against Ambode. So there must be something that they want to carry out that they felt that Obasa haven't gathered enough political strength within the Lagos State constituency might derail that agenda. For me, it's unfortunate that PDP look as if they cannot bite. Labour Party, Badebo made a statement yesterday where he said that it's a good development, trying to say that Obasa has some kind of, attitude that does not befit him as a speaker. And remember that Obasa has so much influence when it comes to, delivering his constituency.
Very, very well. Very well.
And that was why, to an extent, it is Bola Ahmed Tinubu's man. He does the damage, he does the control. As far as Lagos State government is concerned. But unfortunately for him, Ambode was very sensitive and careful. Because Obasa wanted to rubbish it. But let me tell you, there's something that is going on. He can see the kind of support that is coming from top politicians within the Southwest Caucus supporting Seyi Tinubu's ambition. I'm not saying that it's going to work because there are other big ways around. Ambode factor, there are so many factors are there. But remember that Seyi, looking at Seyi very well, Seyi is going to enjoy a balanced political campaign.
A balanced political
I'm telling you, coming from the governor, who is also APC, coming from the presidency, and coming from the sentiment that he married an Igbo, and most of his friends are Igbos. No, I'm coming to that. So automatically, they are trying to clear the road so that maybe they can giraffe more and see if actually Seyi will actually fit in, even without Obasa's influence. So the build up, because I was watching the press when the guy was addressing the press, the members of the Lagos State House was addressing the press. I listened very well. I was trying to get a clearer picture of what was going on, and I look at it from my own point of view that this is purely a political move. And that political move is trying to make sure that we don't have this anti-Igbo factor within, because it works against APC. And who is championing this anti-Igbo factor is this man. You can see what he's doing with kind of policies, bringing about properties, some other things, and other things. All these things, making some kind of statements. But I tell you that Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I think he has had enough of Obasa, and what he intends to do now is to make sure that any Iroko that's going to stand against APC losing Lagos State, because if you look at generally now, there's this sentiment in Lagos State about APC government in Lagos State. Given what have transpired in the last election, we are almost, swept completely. So they need to look at those things and make sure that they cut every hand, every link that will be a threat to achieving their position in the next governorship election. But just to round up, I think they are trying to make sure that everything is clear for whoever they are going to bring. But I'm looking at I don't have any reservation against Seyi. If Seyi comes up, being a young man, and I've not seen any form of apart from the few ones that was recorded, I've not seen him getting involved in deep corruption, even though he's there. It has not been. It has not come to public. It has not come to public knowledge in that regard. So, but I can tell you, whatever Obasa has done, most of them, whatever allegation that was used against him to remove him as the speaker, believe it that they felt that he has had enough. They don't want any powerful politician in Lagos State that might derail the APC chances of retaining power because of the sentiment that's going around in Lagos State now.
Thank you so much, Chinedu Michael. Only, how are you doing, sir?
Yeah, I'm fine. How about you too?
Yeah, fine.
Yeah,
Fine.
you're doing a good job.
Yeah, thank
Give
you
it
so
up,
much. The news broke yesterday. I said the news broke yesterday. You had it as well.
Yeah,
You got the news.
Yeah. The Obasa'S exit.
Do you think
From,
Obasa in the nearest future will be working against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu as regards the governorship seat in Lagos State?
He dare not do that because the finger, if you bite the fingers that feed you, that means your hand is coming. Your political, stand is coming to an end. So to me, he cannot do that. Obasa has enjoyed Lagos State for a while now, and it is time for him to back out. So the politics of Lagos is all about soldier go, soldier come. You bring your favorite people, once they messed up, you push them out, you bring a replacement for them. So to the person. So to me, I think Obasa time, it's over in that time, and they say when your chicken is laying beds, you need to cover it, or when your yam is getting matured, you need to cover it, but not to be displaying that, okay, look at my yam, you guys, I think I have more yam to feed myself than you guys are starving. I think that's the case of Obasa now. God has blessed him through the Lagos State House of Assembly, and you went so far to open yourself up for this disgrace he found himself. Because if you go anywhere now, Obasa, nobody talk much good about him, and I think he deserves what he's facing.
What about his political career?
The political career, I can tell you, is dead.
Go that way.
Is dead on arrival as it is, even in his constituency as it is. Although he did some job, I think you could say he did some job in that Agege side, but did you impact on the people? Because people will tell you that all this infrastructure you're doing is not going to bring food. It's not the one that will bring food on their table. How many of them do you empower? Like the one Faleke is doing here. You see, I don't know. I don't know why. Yeah, a lot. I have to commend him. I can see the handwork of Faleke. These glasses I'm using now, it's through Faleke. I did an eye operation, eye test. They test my this thing, and they gave me drugs, and they gave me, even if it is that one alone, without collecting any dime from him. It's a welcome development for me.
Even the street lights.
The street light is doing, solar light all around. Go to Ikeja, you see solar light. Come to Oluwole here, you see solar. Those are the kind of leader we have, we need, and majority of them are still sleeping in slumber. If they can embrace what's it called, Faleke is doing, I think the citizen will not be nagging, or the citizen will not be complaining. There will be less complaint about hungry. There will be less complaint about the manufacturing. What's it called?
Is it true that Obasa is also after that seat?
It's not. It can't get there. It can't get there because the gag of Lagos. I'm talking of the Team Lagos. They have the Team Lagos, the elder statesmen. They have their own children, and those are the Aboriginal Lagosians. You're talking of people like Morio Kola. Morio Kola been in Alausa for a while. I think it is the even up to now, it still have an input in Alausa. When you talk of the DG, the Director General, when you talk of what the whole system in Morio Kola must be involved, because Tinubu is nurturing him, because those are the platform that brought Tinubu into power. Those are the fathers. Morio Kola father happens to be, and you could see there's no how you go to VI, you will not see a street called Morio Kola. Those are real Aboriginal Lagosians, and it is their time to occupy that seat of power in Alausa, because of what their fathers are old. It's just like you're talking of Amzat. Tinubu used Hamzat father's political platform to get to that governorship when he was coming. So he has to pay them back. That was why they have to call back Hamzat, where he was practicing accountancy in America.
Is Tinubu not creating more enemies for himself by this move?
It's not. It's not. The biggest enemy he can have is the Lagos gang, the team Lagos. These are the elder statement in which Ambode offended them, and they, removed the seats under his foot, under his leg, and they will not ever do that because the word of an elder is a word of wisdom. These are the people that have been practicing politics before even Tinubu was so mature then to embark on political space then. I think you have to give it to the elders because they are the one that have seen it all, and they give them their own space too, likewise. Because when you look at Hamzat father too, he tried for Lagos, he served under Jack Conde, and he did well. So there's a need to bring his child on the board too to get things done. And all those guys, they are working. When you look at Hamzat now, Hamzat is working. So you can't just write him off. I think they just use him up to back up Sanwo-Olu because Sanwo-Olu may not know it all. So because as it is, Hamzat may even be future governor of Lagos likewise. But as it is now, all eyes on Muri Okola. Mark my word. Somebody was saying Sheyi. Sheyi has nowhere to go because Tinubu know himself that his game will be over if Sheyi come to that seat. We cannot watch it in our listen Baba Katuman Siomo. That's just the issues. And about the betrayal of Aregbesola. That man, I think, I don't know if he's, he's a Tablik man. I don't know he can pray, except God will forgive him because that man is an ingrate. That man, they knew him. They just brought him up from one mosque in what's it called here around the Kenya here, Alimosho, and you came in and you turn yourself to monster. You turn yourself to betrayer. You don't bite fingers that feed you. Once you bite fingers that feed you, that means your hand is coming. You are coming to an end.
Let's do this together. I need to be here, Mr. Femi. Okay. Apart from Alimojo, who has the biggest, largest, I think that's the largest local government in Lagos State.
That control votes.
Yeah, that controls vote, and which is the major focus of politicians in Lagos. Agege also plays the vital role when it comes to voting, vote coming out from that axis. Now, don't you think this is going to affect the APC? Whether you like it or not, he has his supporters there. I'm talking about Obasa. He has supporters in Agege, and it's from that from that region.
Should I address that?
Yeah.
You see, the way APC are being structured in this Lagos state, that makes sure that they don't put anybody in a particular place that we have a very strong grip over people. Sometimes they relate with people directly. They let people know what is going on. As before they remove that Obasa, another person will be emerged from that place that they will be reckoned with. And like I said, it's just that when they just put you in a particular place, not that they put you there. There are other people behind you that they can use. So Obasa is not an indispensable person. He's very strong in Agege, but as they remove him, another person will be built in that place to replace him. So that is the essence of politics, and that's what has made Lagos State to be strong. So there are so many rain has fallen, and the world and the ground has, swallow it. There are so many politicians that has rise and fall in this Lagos State. It doesn't amount to removing Obasa. Even Obasa will not amount. Obasa, if he have sense, he will not go and be campaigning against APC. After Ambode was denied second time in Ekpe people still vote for APC because they know that is not the end of the world. It's not the end of the road. But likewise, Agege, you see, there are some people that even when they beat you, to cry it will be very difficult because you know that after beating you, there is still goodies. they want to. So Yoruba will say, "Ìyà ò tó yà láyé ẹni náà mi ò ní dá." When some people are dealing with you, you just have to succumb. Maybe based on your mentality. Okay, everybody was expecting Ambode to say, "No, I want to go and join PDP that time." And some people are even there that if he joined PDP, he will have won. But he that saw Ambode that saw everything whole, and based on his own personality, you look at it that these people, they are going to disgrace me. They are going to disgrace me out of office, and even if I join PDP, you know. That's all the way APC. I said it. You know, we have treated this case here yesterday evening. I said that the PDP should go and learn how to glue people together. That's so many disgruntled elements in APC. They were unable to succeed even when they go outside their party. They were unable to. They don't have that courage that they will excel if they go to another party. Aregbesola, the game Aregbesola was doing, he was still unable to come out outly that I'm out of APC. What he's doing is that he hid inside APC and started working against APC, but he has not declared himself to be out of APC, telling you that he still has something, he still has some interest in APC, and maybe he's looking for some other disgruntled elements that will gang up against Baba. And watch for it in 2027, you will see something like that. Aregbesola, this man from Kaduna, former Kaduna state governor, some of them, they are some of the fragments in APC that maybe will work against Baba in 2027. But I know that if they have sense, they will know that they don't have chance.
Ken, let me just spoke about the vote not affecting. We just spoke about the Lagos State APC building another strong person in that axis. Now, yesterday, when, according to reports, when the supporters of Obasa got the news of that impeachment, they stormed the State House of Assembly with machetes, all sort of weapons, and all of that.
Task force pick them up.
Pick them up, threw some of them into Black Maria that was waiting for them to be taken away. Now, whether we like it or not, he has his own supporters. That's what I say.
Of course, yes.
So, of course, what do you think happened from? What would happen to the vote coming out from that place?
As it is now, as Obasa is down in Agege there.
Won't opposition see it as an opportunity?
No, there's a replacement that must have breed. They must have breed a replacement for him as it is. Once they now see, you see, politics is, they will say, my Yoruba will say, my Jolo, just keep dancing with your reggae going. By the time we tune up the reggae from your stance to blues, your sense will come to reality. Now that is what is going to happen. As I'm talking to you now, there's a replacement that will take over the role Obasa has been playing in that Agege, which is always on ground already. But that one will just be thanking his God now that his predecessor has been, defeated, and it is his own turn to occupy that space. It will now be the gag. I mean, I'm talking of the gag. I'm the team what's it called, Agege leader as it is now. So Obasa just had to hand up his career as it is.
No, I don't agree with ending his political career.
That's what's my take. Let me learn, my brother. You see, once you are number 3, I can say number 3, you hold the number 3 power in the states, and your rise and fall, the way you fell was, you could see what we just said now, that it brought talk to stop the sitting of the. It was not, but who are the people representing?
Can I talk a bit? No. Let me. I'm coming. Please let me just contribute a bit. There is no way you will not have supporter, and there is no way his supporter no want to make move. At least some people are eating under his table. They just make that. Let me tell you, that move they even make. They may even make it for just movement sake. Is it not APC? They say, ìwọ máa lè àmọ́ pé ẹ kàn fẹ́ defend ọ̀gá yín ni o. Ẹ lọ tún wọlé fún wọn ní 100,000. Ìwọ Akeem kọ́ wá rí mi lé wèrè ní Obasa ọ̀gá yín. That is the end of everything. Nothing will happen. They just make that move for move sake. Agege we move. In fact, let's forget about it.
What I'm saying, you know,
They went there for their own interest.
Just to at least make some move now.
a sacred chamber, right? For people to set is those people, those non-state actors that just went there on their own to unleash mayhem in that sacred, chamber, hollow chamber. I think that person must have spoken Igbo, must have even run mad a bit to go. It's just like you go into National Assembly with all the security and to go and unleash mayhem in that place.
No, it's not making any sense.
It's not making. So those people,
They still have that the mind, they got to storm
the assembly. See, when masquerade is dancing, there's somebody beating the drum behind, and that is what played out in that area yesterday. Because those boys cannot have that guts, right, to go down to. Have you been to state assembly before?
Mr. Kole,
have you been to that state assembly? You have almost 4 or 5 policemen on the guard before you even. I've been there before because there was a property. One of the house member is having in what's it called, the Oregon there, and we wanted to rent it. Although there was an issue that came up with that property within the what's it called, senator in Mara Garden there that stays there, and I can't just but in that hollow chamber of Lagos State Assembly, you can't riffraff and not just near there. Say, so there's somebody that is beating the drum for them. Say, go and I can tell you they are the supporter of Obasa, and Obasa ought to have cautioned them. Say this is not if he doesn't have hands in it. So to me, any other thing I'm hearing here now is
that's to tell you that these politicians make use of
thugs. Yes, Obasa make use of one thug to go and send the message that he has crowd.
You know, I said something yesterday that the way they remove Obasa effortlessly, he was just removed effortlessly. That is the system of Lagos State. I told you that in some states, before you remove some speaker, it will be hard. It is rancor that happened in the House of Assembly because they want to remove some speaker. A whole House of Assembly will be shut down. They will close. You have never heard it. So that's what I'm saying, that the system of Lagos, so the system of Lagos State is so.
It's all what happened in Edo State.
The system of Lagos. It's not today that people have been bombarding House of Assembly now. Citizens, they will bombard House of Assembly to the extent that they will make any activities will not be able to go down there except they bring their security to come and dispatch them. They sue people too. They have forgotten that it is Lagos State. It is not any other state. Where the opposition have mouth, or where you want to say you want to breathe. It is only, I've told you that when some people are beating you, and when some people are beating you, you don't have to cry because they will kill you. That's just what happened. You was just removed. Who among those House of Assembly? They say because he was not around. If he's around, if you are very strong, if you are not around, some people will still be speaking on your behalf. Nobody was speaking on behalf of Obasa. Effortlessly, he was removed. Nobody complained. Nothing happened.
Uncle. Majority of the member of that House of Assembly, what party did they belong to?
Yes, APC.
And you are now saying Lagos State Obasa that was removed. It will be easy. It will be very easy. It will be very easy.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm not saying.
What advice would you give to the opposition in the state? The oppositions in the state, like Labour Party and PDP.
See, all those guys, they are still premature politicians. I will say that. Labour, they are premature politicians. The PDP, I think they've shot themselves on the foot and they are going to extinctions. The PDP is going into extinctions, as I'm saying to you now. Because as it is now, one crisis after the other. And I can say the pilots of the PDP, when you're talking of finance, when you're talking of everything, was the Southeast.
Well, it's so obvious.
And they lost.
That they don't have any good presence.
Yes,
in the house.
And they lost the absence. They lost the presence of the Southeasterner in that party now. Because Anyanwu, that's supposed to be the secretary of PDP now, they are battling him. They are battling him seriously to put another person there. And when you talk of the PDP, you talk of the Southwest people because they put all their resources in that party. and they were the southeast. Southeast people. They put all their resources in that party. They invested all their resources, but they are not paying them back with goodness. And that was why Obi came out. Obi went under PDP to contest, in which Alhaji Atiku Abubakar invited him. That okay, Obi is supposed to be the presidential candidate of PDP. Then Atiku Abubakar will just be an umpire, because it's old enough. I think he can never be a president in this country, as Obasanjo said. Say, us is alive, although Obasanjo is not God, but that man, I don't know the oracle he has, I don't know. But as it is, the PDP is in distinctions, and they are going. In fact, you may not hear PDP before 2027 any longer.
I don't want to agree that the Labour they are premature or they are not mature or anything. Even Labour Party are not doing wonderful well in Lagos State more than PDP. But we look at who is
the one doing well in Lagos?
Labour Party is doing well more than in the last general election. They score more than PDP. That is the truth of the matter. They score more than PDP. So what I'm trying to say is that we cannot call them premature. It depends on who are you dealing with. Who is your enemy? Your enemy, I mean, your opponent determine. Even if you fail to your opponent, you can still not call you a weak person. It's like Anthony Joshua beat me down now. Honestly speaking, anybody that can face Anthony Joshua and last for 2 minutes is a strong person. That is the truth of the matter. So it depends on your opponent. They are not mature, but the person they are not premature, but the person they are dealing with is stronger than them.
Now, my last take, my brother, about you clarify what I'm saying from Benin election when Pata came out. You clarify what and look at the Labour. The Labour said their party, their crisis. About who is the president, who is the leader.
You go to
Labour is
Labour in Lagos State in the last election, they score more than PDP. Is that not obvious? Yes, now. I'm not talking of Akpata. I'm talking of
and I'm telling you now, presently now. I'm not talking.
There's a comment by Udesi Chima. Please, Mr. Michael, help me remember only that a few months ago, in this same platform, on this platform, Kunle was supporting Obasa when he attacked the Eagles and told them to stay away. In Lagos, stay away from Lagos election. That's Udesi Chima.
He said
it's still the same you.
He said a few months
opposing Obasa.
He said a few months ago. Mr. Odeze, I will not concur to blackmailing. I will not concur to blackmailing. I've never ever. You said a few months ago, and the election happened some years ago. So what election was on ground that now supported the Obasa? It was during that time they said Igbo must go prior to election. So how does that correlate with few months ago that even Michael, he can say he should scroll and you'll be able to verify it. So say no to blackmailing. Say no. You see that's having with you. You are a good guy, but you like a bit blackmailing. So please stay off. Say no to blackmailing. Chima.
All right, today is Chima and Kunle at it again. All right, before we go, I need to appreciate Moki Great, who extended love to some of our reviewers or respondents yesterday evening. Thank you so much, Moki Great.
Moki Grace, that I mistaken for Mookie yesterday. Moki Great, and you will continue to be great by the special grace of God. God will continue to bless you. You will not suffer. When you don't expect a blessing, God will just surprise you. Boom, and you'll be blessed just like that.
All right, thank you. So, okay, gentleman, Mike.
Thanks, Mookie.
Okay.
I appreciate you so much for that gesture. Thank you very much.
All right, Oluwawan. How you doing?
I'm fine, morning.
All right, you're still talking about the impeachment of Lagos Speaker Obasa.
See, Obasa for a long time, impeachment don't even do. Because Obasa is not doing anything significantly good to Lagos State benefit. Since when they for the throne of Senate, it's like a third man in the government house. Third man after the governor, deputy, and the Senate. See the time of lockdown when Nigeria was totally in a bad shape of hungry. If they share bread, don't bread, they take the bread still now. Obasa be like emperor for Alausa now. Even pass the governor. See, is molesting the governor. So the governor is a simple man. You see, you don't take it too far. When you take something too far, enemy will not plenty. At the end of the day, you don't use him brain. You don't buy information reaching us that aggregate belongs to him. Can you imagine somebody buy the whole aggregate? The Speaker of House of Assembly, he not playing arrogance. You see how they impeaching in America. It was in America, and they throwing out in Lagos State here. See where are we going? See, it's a story to those politicians. Nobody is a lord forevermore. You can't be lion forevermore. One day, things will fall apart. See how things fall apart. The whole imagine somebody speaker for 3 times. Now, you just thrown away like a stone. They say throw stone. Say don't throw stone when you live in a glass house. Now, Obasa end has come. So it's a lesson to the politicians we are having because they are not doing enough to our own life. Nigeria is suffering because of the politicians we have. They try to carry everything along with themselves, forgetting that somebody voted them somewhere along the line. They don't just jump that place. They came there through voting. But at the end of the day, when they get there, they don't forget the people. They don't forget the masses, especially the masses. Can you imagine what is happening in Lagos State? There is no basic amenities in Lagos State. And Obasa is the speaker. Okay, see the top. Okay, now it's not angry. Carry cutlass and go enter inside government house. They want claim am by force. You see, that is the arrogance. The days are number and the days are gone. It's a pity for him. It's a well deserved, but it's back through language to politicians. Millions of politicians in Nigeria, they are more than Obasa. If they don't change their hearts, they will receive more than him. That's what I have.
All right, thank you so much, Oluwawan. I appreciate it. And on this note, we say goodbye to you today. We'll be here tomorrow for another interesting edition of City Stand. Michael Adekunle is telling you to stay safe. And please make sure you share, comment in the comment section, like. Very, very important. And to Amoki, great. Thank you so much for the gesture. We appreciate you. And God bless you. Azan Kudus, we appreciate you for joining us this morning. Andrew Bujimi, also, thank you so much for joining us. There's a Chima T. Oluwashina Craig, thank you so much for joining us. Odunlade sent a private message to me. Good morning to you. Odunlade, thank you so much for joining us. Kate Perry, we appreciate you as well. Gladys Oyabo, we appreciate you for joining us this morning. King Joe Oba, and many, many, many more viewers watching us on the platform. All right, viewers all over the world, we say goodbye to you. Bye.